This week on Taste Utah, we're revisiting some of our greatest hits and reminding you that even during a global pandemic, Utah restaurants are here to serve you and to keep you safe. Today we're checking in with Royal Street Cafe at Deer Valley Resort. Offering mid-mountain dining, they bring a whole new meaning to dining al fresco while simultaneously elevating our vibes and our palates. Then we're on to re-experiencing unparalleled Italian hospitality on 900 South in Salt Lake City. We chat with Amy from Veneto about all the unique ways her and husband Marco are innovating to serve you, whether it's virtual risotto classes, socially distanced patio dining, or picking up to go. Moral of this story? Utah restaurants encourage you to keep tasting Utah in whatever style fits your mood. We are here to serve you.
You know, Taste Utah, it's more than a typical food series.
Oh, that's right, James. It's about local flavor, from roots through unique, authentically Utah restaurants.
Oh, absolutely. It's the people, the places that make Utah a dining destination.
We love it because there's so much soil and earth to uncover, but still so many great Utah restaurants to savor.
Well, that's just it. We bring the stories and we spread the love.
The best thing about Utah, the views along the way, they're not bad either.
We're not afraid to get our hands just a little dirty.
Food is a necessity, but it's how we create it and share it and experience it together that really shapes our community.
You always have a seat at our table.
Are you ready to taste Utah?
Taste Utah is really enjoying this time to revisit some of our past favorite locations. And how could we not visit Deer Valley and visit with food and beverage operation director Jody Rogers, who's just one of our most favorite people in the entire world. How are things going up in Deer Valley?
You know, it's definitely an interesting time for us, but I want to say, and I want to assure everyone, we're doing everything we possibly can to keep the standards high and the service top-notch and 5-star. And right now, Royal Street Cafe is open, and we did change our little operations slightly, but I'll tell you, they didn't miss a beat. Got a good team up there.
There is nothing like sitting on the deck at Royal Street Cafe and enjoying the beautiful surrounding, maybe going up, taking a nice mountain bike ride, working up an appetite, and then just going and manjaing your face off, right?
That's exactly right. You know, the challenge for us was exactly what you're saying, is to keep those standards high. So we did have to make a few changes. You know, we're making sure the tables are definitely social distance. The menu, I'm going to say it's smaller. That's just the way life is right now. But we've replaced some of those not so great sellers into some what we're calling really good sellers. The Nashville chicken sandwich right now, new on the menu and absolutely amazing. And then we kept the crab tower, which, you know, is one that people would think would just go, but no, we let that one stay because that's a local favorite and a visitor favorite. So
tell us what we can expect when we want to come and enjoy ourselves at Deer Valley.
Absolutely. So you'll see the big signs on your way in if you're driving up. Masks are required absolutely everywhere. And we do ask that everyone in the restaurant wears a mask. They order with a mask on. We've gone with QR codes for our menus, so we're not handing out menus. But the biggest thing is, while you're at the table, no problem. You can have fun and take that mask off.
So Brass Tag's not open right now. Royal Street closes
September 8th, so Labor Day will be the last day. That's the 7th. So
you are wonderful, Deer Valley. We just appreciate you. We know it's been a difficult season. Your operations were shut down, even for skiing. You took all the precautions necessary to keep us safe. And we want to do everything that we can to support you, the operation, all of your staff, your whole team, and just let you know how much the state of Utah loves you. And after you see this Royal Street Cafe segment, you are going to wish that there was a way for you just to reach through the television and grab it for yourself.
Jamie, this is such a fun treat to be able to sit with food and beverage director of Deer Valley Resort, Jody Rogers.
We just are so excited to talk a little bit more about what you do, the vision that is Deer Valley. But maybe we should start with what's in front of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
This one we should start with first, our tuna tartare.
Oh,
And this is a favorite of all our guests. So, well, I don't know, it's a toss-up here because we have the crab tower as well.
Which is beautiful.
And you can't forget those Parmesan herb fries. These, what I like about Royal Street is, you know, we have a little bit of everything for everyone. So if you're hungry, we have our bigger meals. If you're not so hungry, you can have something like this.
What is the royal treatment? Will you break that down for us?
Oh, you know, that's a lot of moving parts. It really is. We have such a huge food and beverage team, and it takes a little bit of everyone to do a little bit of everything to achieve such greatness. I think the biggest key is longevity. We have a great staff that have been here for a long time. We tend to retain people, and they love to be here, and so that makes our job easier over time. We've started a great cheese program. We have a cheese maker from Belgium that now works for us. We're going into about 3 years now. And then we have some invested chefs that have gone and learned a lot about charcuterie. What's really important to the staff at this resort, it's a family-orientated staff. Everyone's treated like family. And I think that's really important for good service and, you know, for people and staff morale.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, it's good to talk with you.
Cheers. So good.
Cheers.
Yes.
You're missing out, I have the better one here.
It is a privilege to be in the kitchen with sous chef Ryan at Royal Street Cafe. What are we getting our hands into today?
We started short rib tacos last year, which sold like crazy. So we figured it's the same dish, let's try doing it with salmon.
Love it. So we're doing
So
salmon tacos.
Salmon tacos, wild king salmon.
Wild king salmon.
So 3 pieces of salmon. So we're gonna start by marinating it. This marinade can be a quick marinade, which is kind of what we'll do right now, all the way to 3, 4, 5 minutes. Primarily, the main ingredient is fresh lime juice. So if you will let this sit too long, it will actually almost turn it into ceviche because it has so much acid.
Exactly.
There's also sherry wine, sherry vinegar, and then a bunch of just Southwest dry seasonings that go into this.
So little sea salt, and then what is this?
Little sea salt, and then this is a 7 pepper blend that we use for everything. So on the base, we put what's called our habanero aioli. So our slaw blend here is Napa cabbage, bok choy, shredded carrots,
Yum.
julienne red pepper, and this is a Southwest black bean and fresh corn. So the salmon will be placed on here, and then we'll place the mango salsa on top.
Excellent.
So here we have our mango salsa. So Roma tomatoes, diced red onion, and poblano. We add avocado and diced mango. Finishing off with lime juice, cilantro, and salt and pepper, and then just a hint of garlic.
Chef Ryan, this is an incredible treat. Thank you for letting us in on that, and we may have to get in on these fish tacos.
Oh, you definitely should. Thank you.
Carol, thank you for inviting us up to the bar and getting like an inside scoop into this amazing cocktail that Deer Valley serves.
Yes, the blueberry mojito. Okay, we make ours out of our Collins glasses. And we make it with, we start with, it's a traditional mojito, so it's, we use about 10 to 12 pieces of the mint. We do a couple of wedges of lime, and we muddle the mint and the lime. We use a white rum, and it is 1.5 ounces. And then now we do add our house-made lemonade, as I mentioned.
Okay.
Ours is a minted lemonade, so we add about 2 tablespoons of blueberries, and that kind of goes on the top of the drink.
I love the way you're layering this.
Yeah.
That's part of the whole drink too, exactly. And speaking of layers, the other rum we also use a floater of is the Myers Dark Rum, and that's a 1/2 ounce. A sprig of mint. And then we do a lime wheel as well. And there you go.
Gorgeous.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
How you doing, Cassidy and Kirsten?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, we want to know what you're eating because we heard the sound effects.
Oh my gosh. It's so good. Salmon tacos for me. And just, you know, a nice, light, healthy burger.
Delicious with some fries.
Yeah. And of course, a blueberry mojito. Well, everything is just prepared really fresh
Everything's light and delicious. I mean, there's nowhere else I would rather eat.
It's great. The staff are really friendly and accommodating. They make it such a pleasant experience to come here and, you know, in your ski gear or dressed for dinner, either way, it's always fun. It's a great spot for people watching. Winter or summer, there's a ton happening up here, and it's just a great place. You can bring your kids, you can come and relax and hang out. There's a ton to do.
Taste Utah is revisiting some of our favorite restaurants from past episodes. So of course we have to stop by a little beautiful taste of Italy in downtown Salt Lake City, Veneto, sitting with Amy Stevanoni.
Well, for the past too many months, you know, we've been weathering the storm like everybody else. We honestly haven't really skipped a beat in terms of we haven't closed. We've changed how we serve our guests. We created a new to-go menu, which typically we do not do to-go. It's more of a fine dining experience that we want you to be in the dining room. We came up with a menu that would travel well and provide, you know, dishes and family packages that were more affordable. The to-go, Veneto to-go, has been a great way to stay in touch with our guests. We've done all kinds of other things. We've done virtual events, cooking classes, virtual wine dinners. We also recently introduced a couple new programs. One is lunch, which typically we do not serve lunch. We don't offer lunch to the public. We'll always do private lunches, but have heard so much feedback from so many that they just wanted a different lunch option. And so again, similar to the Veneto to go menu, we've created a brand new Veneto lunch menu that is still to go. So the lunch offering is for groups of 10 or more, and curbside, or definitely we're happy to also bring it to you. Then we've also recently announced the dish of the day that is offered Sunday through Thursday. Every day the dish changes, and some real like favorites that you hear people talking about all the time: cacio e pepe, amazing macaroni and cheese, not a typical mac and cheese, and so these are dishes that, you know, a lot of people crave. Carbonara, that aren't on our menu normally, and we just want to get people excited and book a dinner. Get out of your house or come and pull up on 900 South and we'll run it out to you.
I mean, so innovative. We've sat back in awe of everything that Veneto has been doing from the very, very beginning. I mean, you offered lunch to restaurant workers who needed lunch. You've opened your patio so that people can enjoy a dining al fresco style experience. Tell us as consumers and as viewers what we should expect if we want to come and sit up at the patio, either in the front of the restaurant or in the back restaurant. Is your in-room dining open?
Yes, so we have both our dining room as well as our patios. So like you said, we have a little porch in the front of the restaurant. You can get in on the action on 900 South, or if you want something more quiet, we have a beautiful patio in the back of the restaurant. Everyone on staff temperatures are taken, and the restaurant is, you know, sanitized above and beyond, top to bottom. Right now, you just need a little escape, even if it's for a half an hour.
Yeah, escape to Italy. And that really is, the viewers are about to get a real treat, because they're going to see when you come to Veneto, it really does feel like you are traveling. You've just turned a corner somewhere in Italy, and you've happened upon this most beautiful, amazing slice of heaven.
Ciao!
Oh my goodness.
Buonasera.
Ciao.
Katy.
So good to see you
Oh,
guys.
it
Welcome.
feels like we have walked into your home. It feels so good.
As it should be, as it should be. Well, we're happy to have you and can't wait to talk about all things Veneto.
Oh, we're so excited to be educated, Amy, by you and Marco. Just thank you for having us.
Yeah, and can we be honest, a little bit hungry too.
Well, there's always plenty of food and wine. So we have your table ready.
Yay, thank you.
Amy, Chef Marco, first of all, the elegance of this table, and then the gorgeous fragrance of the food in front of us. Would you tell us what we're eating tonight?
And tonight we prepared a few of the traditional dishes. We have some polenta with salted cod called bacala. It was a dish born out of necessity in Venice when the fishermen were coming back and couldn't store the fish for a long time, so they had to dry cure it with salt.
And tell us a little bit about what we have here, because it looks like cheese, it smells like cheese, and it just draws my interest.
We try to partner with local companies as much as we can, and we make most of that we can. So we make our burrata. We make today we made the ricotta because we have a big event tomorrow night, and so we made a big piece of ricotta as fresh as you can get. Just finished a few hours ago, and we're ready to cure overnight and be ready for tomorrow. So
every dish has a story. Every dish speaks an Italian story, and Veneto itself has an amazing story. Would you mind sharing with us the origins of the restaurant and how it was born?
Having Marco as my husband definitely exposed me to his incredible cooking. And after so many years of being able to enjoy that, it just kind of got to the point where this is something that we need to do. He needs to share with people what he does for us in our home and all of the dinner parties that we've had over the years. It just became more and more apparent that something we really needed to go for it and share it with many more people.
I never want to reinvent the wheel here. I just want to be able for Utah to see the wheel going as we see in Italy. So it's I don't proclaim myself as being a chef that it's inventing new things. I'm just trying to recreate what I know and bring it here to Utah.
Now, Marco, suddenly you're back here in a place where many people get to see, but not necessarily get to be this beautiful and intimate kitchen at Veneto.
It is. It's very small, but we have down a system. We have a great team, and we make it work in a small space.
What are you working on?
I'm working on a risotto. A risotto in Italy, we say that it's not for everybody. Not everybody can make it. In fact, in Italy, you say you eat a risotto only if the chef comes from Veneto, from Piemonte, and that's it.
I love it, Chef Marco.
You heard that here first.
So this is the kind of education we're talking about.
Even in Italy, they know that everybody thinks they can make a risotto, but there are very few regions in Italy that can make a risotto. Secret is really the end of it. When the rice in itself, we're using here only Vialone Nano, that it's a rice from Veneto, but it's also the finish. It's just letting the time of the rice to release a little bit of the starch, release the creaminess from the rice without adding a lot of fattening, and just including a little bit of oxygen. So at the end, just letting almost like a wave, massaging a little bit of oxygen and just giving its time. And
kind of letting the rice do its thing.
Letting the rice, and the rice can kind of speak to you, because when it starts getting creaminess, then we take it off the fire and we just let the oxygen go in and make it work. And
Risotto, should it be soft and mushy? Should it be...
No. Risotto needs to be crunchy and hard and al dente.
Okay.
Like the middle, like the pasta, has to be hard, still uncooked, because it's also much better for your stomach, for your when the starch and when the pasta gets overcooked, it's very hard to digest. So almost crunchy and al dente is the only way that we know how to cook it.
It's the Italian way, but it's the best way for digestion as well.
The education in this kitchen, it's unparalleled.
It just got real.
It just keeps going.
All right, so here's your flip technique. Is this as you're sort of bringing the oxygen
like
in?
you're finishing, we're finishing the risotto, we're just letting a little bit of air go in. And
Do you take a sense of pride knowing that this is a traditional, authentic Veneto dish that you are preparing the way it needs to be prepared?
It is, and we have a lot of customers that came to us and in the beginning did not understand what al dente is, and they said it's crunchy, it's not cooked, can you cook it more? And after a little bit of explaining and showing how it's done or the traditions, they come back and says like, thank you, because I knew one way, but you taught me a better way, and we love coming back, and now we can now eat the risotto any other way. So
How gracious of you to dish us
Wow.
absolutely. Buon appetito.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheese, a little crunchy. It's not fattening.
But it makes you
It's
weak in the
natural.
knees.
Yes. Weak on the knees. I like that American expression. Weak in the knees.
Daniel, Marilee.
Yes.
Hi.
I'm sitting down.
We can't help ourselves. Thank you.
Absolutely.
What are you eating?
The Grigati pasta is one of my favorites, with walnuts and the sausage, all homemade here, and spectacular. One of my favorite dishes, no doubt.
Oh, and that's actually one of my favorite dishes as well.
You're like, I sacrificed.
I did. Well, I had that the other night. I did actually.
I think I just ate half of her. The pasta with the red sauce, a little bit of the burrata, but yeah, that's more of the red sauce, which we had to have, so it's cute.
Now, what I'm curious is to your average at this special table number 7, which you say is your
This
table.
is our table,
This is our table.
At least once a week, maybe twice.
And how long do you stay? Marco told us don't stay shorter than 2 hours, right, James?
You cannot dine for less than
No, it's an
2 hours.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Part of the true Italian experience is, enjoying it. Oftentimes, Marco comes by and says, slow down. He does. You're going too fast. To make good food, you need quality ingredients. So the herbs, you can see, it's all natural herbs. It's, they're not putting chemicals in the food. So,
And love.
yeah, no doubt.
Lots of
made with love, served with love.
Yeah.
And the ingredients are the key to healthy food, but food that even tastes better. So.
Well, I think we love you.
I thank you.